Hey Sips, just
Yeah.
wondering if you're worried about Lewis getting cancelled cause of this Twitter threat I saw about him being not so great a guy, especially since Teresa screenshot with her name.
There's a screenshot with my name. I don't know. I didn't even know what it is. Lewis is not a great guy. Uh-oh. Oh! Do I even want to look at this? All right, I'll bite. Apparently, somebody in the Yogs cast has said the N-word and then defended saying it. Maybe. I don't know. Has anybody ever done that? I don't think I've ever heard Lewis say the N-word before. Oh, it was Lewis in Twitch Sings.
Cure for cancer, cure for AIDS, make it want to stay on tripping for days.
Wait, Lewis said the N-word while he was singing a song in Twitch Sings? Doesn't seem like a Lewis thing to do. And Simon said it in an old Yog pod as well.
Jeremy versus the Space News by Dave Fuckface.
I mean, there was that old video as well where Miris was saying it at the start of a WoW video or whatever as well. But, I mean, I think that was sort of like... I mean, obviously, I'm not defending him. You shouldn't ever say that word. But I think he was trying to sabotage the recording at the time because he didn't want to be in it. But then it was just used anyway. The internet has changed a lot. Sure, wow. I mean, everything has changed a lot. It's just the way it goes, right? We're now not allowed to sing anymore either. No, I mean, I think it's like anything. I think it's right to not offend people or go out of your way to offend people, but there are times where offense is taken but not meant in the first place. And being able to differentiate between those times is important as well, because you can go too far the other way sometimes. I mean, this is not new stuff, people. This is always how society and the world has worked. There's a push now for people to be more sensitive towards certain things and towards certain people and stuff, and it's probably right. I mean, it's just the way that times change and things change and people's attitudes towards things change, and some people's attitudes towards certain things never change, which is also part of the problem as well. It's just the way it is. Cancel culture. Well, I mean, Lewis has been around for a long time, you know. Lewis has probably been threatened with cancellation like more than a dozen times since he's been around, I'm sure, and he's fine. he's weathered through it fine. I think if the N-word was said, or if there was any awkwardness or whatever, I know Lewis well enough to know that he's a good person. I don't think he conspires to upset people or go out of his way to offend people or anything like that. I think he's just a human being who occasionally makes mistakes, like we all do. You know what I mean? But I mean, at the same time, there are people out there who have done things or said things where I think behind all that there isn't a nice person. You know what I mean? Or there's somebody with issues or problems or whatever. Should they be fully canceled? I don't know. Is it really? I guess it is up to us, really. I mean, there's degrees of canceling somebody as well, I suppose, when you think about it. You could just decide not to watch them anymore, which would effectively cancel them, even if they haven't been officially canceled, because you disagree with the things that they say or the things that they do or whatever. I would say that that's the most sensible way to do something like that. Calling for somebody to be removed from their job or network or whatever is all fine and everything, but ultimately it's down to the person that has put them there in the first place, or some sort of agreement between both people as to whether or not they should still be there or not. But I don't know. I guess, like, I guess even in a court of law, you're judged by your peers. So maybe cancel culture is just an extension of that. I mean, you are just being judged by other people. There's just nobody to sort of officially say, you know, that whether you're canceled or not. That just seems to all be up to the public. How am I liking the game so far? It's nice. It's a good game, but there's dangerously little to do, which means that I end up having to talk about stuff that I don't necessarily want to talk about at length. Possibly dig myself into holes that I have no hope of digging myself out of.